technologies that I mentioned have become very paramount in warfare now. One is drone technology and then electronic warfare. We, as part of 17 Army Signal Brigade, were tasked to provide this training. To conduct this training, we went into partnership with our civil partner, SokoAerial. And drone last year was part of the tactical employment that Ghana forces undertook. So from here, we'll move to the first location, which is the drone lab, engineering lab. After which we'll continue to the drone piloting lab, and then we'll go to the assembly line. Welcome to our drone lab. This is where we start everything, from drone drawing, generate everything from the scratch here. I'll hand over to Mr. Kofi to take you through the rest of the program.
Good morning once again. Welcome to the drone prototype department. This department is broken down into two. We have half of the team focusing on our software development in the area of C4SIR, and we have our communication team, which is part of the software development. What you see here is the ability to connect all government agencies, but the military taking a lead role in terms of the strategic employment. We have the system, it integrates into vehicles. We have the mobile phones running the app, where the soldiers can communicate from the very ground up all the way to the National Command Center if there is the need be. The system can also further be broken down into district or regional or special forces groups, where they can use it as small cells. Currently, we have an off-grid system which does not use internet and is purely based on radio mesh network. So what you see here is a 3D printed radio systems where the soldiers can have them with them and they can communicate through bus network. It is 3D printed. Whilst I'm doing the presentation, you pass the radios around and then you see how it works. We rely heavily on mesh network. We don't use internet for the offline communication system, and we reduce the amount of information that we need to send across. The GPS capabilities of the radio allows us to have the Blue Force tracking capability, where we are able to pinpoint the location of our troops as long as they are all within the mesh network. Again, our video surveillance system, which is part of the software, allows us to have real-time intelligence. So the physical radio is a combination of an antenna, a LoRa model, an LED screen, and then a lithium-ion battery. Currently, this system, depending on the frequency of communication, can run for a whole week without you charging. The tactical camera that we are about to integrate for operations, this runs on both 4G, and we are also going to integrate into the app itself. We also have our body cam technology that we are also working on. This is also to incorporate with both special forces and our public security agencies who wants to work with the system. So in the case of the National Disaster, per the Act, they have 4 levels of information flow. In terms of the Southern Command, they also have 4 levels of information flow. And what we did for the election, we had 5 levels of information flow. And that is what gives us the architecture at the front end.
A 17-man training pot. So 15 for these ones and then the 2.
The first stage is that the aircraft comes from, in this part, we have our assembling engineers. They glue everything together. They do the structural test integrity. Once they are done, they push it on to our electronic links in Africa. Because lipos don't do well, and these ones are able to go as far as 60 in terms of the temperature. And once we are done with this, the testing integrates the autopilot system, and then they take the aircraft for flight. Our design is just the mold blocks. We just have to make and build different type of aircraft.
So foam machine.
Foam machine, yeah.
And a CNC machine, that would increase.
Aha, so this one,
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
This one?
This one, we are going
130.
130, 1.5 hours.
So this is the version 2 mobile command trailer that we built. This is the version 1. The challenges that we had was We have also integrated Starlink and the router support to provide connectivity for every agency in terms of data communication and making sure that information is protected, it is controlled to prevent any disinformation and to help the security force coordinate their response in a very cordial way.
When we started the training, the 2020 group immediately were inserted into operations like Operation Anti-Galamsey operations.
And also in our peacekeeping operations, especially the one in Abia,
yes, sir.
Yeah, we have included drone operators there. So they are actually, they go with the patrol teams, they're able to see further than before. And over here, too, like he said, it has also improved our range now that we can actually see ahead what we hitherto were not able to see. So once again, thank you very much for coming, and we will now face the rear and see what the ladies have for us.